turn them up. Boom, the reefer burn it up. Cause vibe reactions in the building, we for certain love. The king of this reaction thing, and it's curtains for a fool that think of coming at the team. It ain't hurting us. True, I'm a vibe like Ray, and that's my brother and them. He love it when you go monkey with them bars, and this my jungle.
What is good, Vibe Gang? MGK. NF. You already know what it is. Gotta make sure everything is good. The doctor said I gotta check. MGK and NF is serious. Hold on. He's gotta make sure that my oxygen level and my beats per minute is fire. 96/76. We good money. We good money. NF. MGK. I can't wait. Federico, cut the beat, man. NFGK. Who I was. Already with a deep title. Who I was. Can't forget who we was. Because that's where we at right now because of who we was. Who I was. NF, MGK. It is on you. Okay?
Everything I care about in love.
Yeah. Alright, turn my vocal up.
Uh-oh. MGK came like, Al, turn my vocal up real quick. Huh? With the guitar? Who doing the guitar? Is it NF or is it MGK? I don't know, but that acoustic sounds beautiful as shit, though. I'll tell you that. Go on.
Alright, turn my vocal up.
Come on, MGK.
And then just let it run.
What we got?
I'm stuck in traffic, trying to find my way to a home that I've never known on a GPS with no address, so I'll follow my heart, but my heart is scattered like my father's ashes in the back of the rental after I drop his urn. Probably a metaphor for everything I've learned, like how the only love I'll have is gonna crash and burn, or how the poorest I felt was after the most I've earned. The biggest lie told is that no one should be concerned.
Come on, dog, come on. We're gonna have to rewind it back. Y'all already know how MGK is with his dad. Rest in peace. You already know how MGK is with his dad, bro. That was hard. My dad's ashes, like kind of when I dropped my dad's ashes in the rental. Hold on, what did he say? Go back.
Yeah.
That was hard, bro.
Alright, turn my vocal up. And then just let it run. I'm stuck in traffic, trying to find my way to a home that I've never known on a GPS with no address, so I'll follow my heart, but my heart is scattered like my father's.
I can't find my way home. Home with no address. You gotta follow my heart. But dude, the whole thing, he is talking from the rip. And MGK does that, bro. MGK does that with all his music. It's right off the first word. He's gonna make you start thinking, bro. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna try to catch up. Hold on.
Alright, turn my vocal up. And then just let it run.
Let that shit run, bro.
I'm stuck in traffic, trying to find my way to a home that I've never known on a GPS with no address, so I'll follow my heart, but my heart is scattered like my father's ashes in the back of the rental after I dropped his urn.
I'm trying to go home, my heart is scattered. I don't know which is my home. And when I dropped my dad's ashes, when I had my dad's urn, I dropped my dad's ashes in the rent. Hold on, bro.
Follow my heart, but my heart is scattered like my father's ashes in the back of the rental after I dropped his urn. Probably a metaphor for everything I've learned, like how the only love I'll have is gonna crash and burn, or how
the only love that I have is gonna crash and burn. His dad's ashes, cremation, all that. Fire, bro. Fire.
Probably a metaphor for everything I've learned, like how the only love I'll have is gonna crash and burn, or how the poorest I felt was after the most I've earned. The biggest lie told is that no one should be concerned.
The poorest that I felt is when it was as much as I earned. The money didn't bring me no type. I felt poor because with the money I lost everything that meant something to me. Money, see, that's the problem, bro. What people don't get, man, and MGK said it perfectly well right there, bro. People don't get that shit. Money doesn't bring you shit. You know what money does? I'm gonna tell you the only thing that money does for you. It takes away one of your financial stresses. That's it. That's all that money does for you. If you think that money's gonna come in, you're gonna get all this money, and all of a sudden, all your problems goes away, there's something wrong with you. And we already knew that. And you need to go get yourself checked. Because that's not how that works. Money's not going to fix shit. It's going to take care of your financial burdens, and you could put whatever in those financial burdens. Your kid's future, your mortgage, your car payments, your electric, your food and gas and clothes and trips and all that. All that's what money could do for you. Without that, what else you get? That's why you have to find your happiness away from the money. Because money is not a definite, it's not a consistent thing. You can have money today and tomorrow something happens and you're broke. I've seen money go away like that. It's happened to me. I've had money before and I've lost money before. I've been on the top, and then I've been, blink of an eye. All of a sudden I'm in the street. Like, what the fuck is going on? What happened? That money shit is not consistent, but I can tell you one thing. If you're happy 100% with you, mentally, in your heart, in your soul, if you're happy with you, your money could come and go and it's not going to change nothing. Because you already composed, you already know, yo, I'm good no matter what. That shit ain't going to bring me happiness. Is it going to bring stress if I don't have it? Yes. But guess what? It's going to bring stress when you have it. That's all money's going to do for you. A piece of paper could take that much control of your fucking life. Money's never going to fucking fix everything. Ever. This is speaking from a man that had it and lost it. And then had it again and then lost it again. This is my third runaround right now, bro. This is my third runaround. I've had money and I've lost it. It didn't change my happiness at all when I had it. I was still a miserable fuck. That's what we're doing shit different. That's what we gotta mentally get ourselves ready for this fucking world. This world is crazy and we all fucking know that. People around us is fucking nuts. We all fucking know that. We can't control none of that. We only can control us. You think you can control your money? Good luck. Because when there's people around, there's too many people around you and your money, that money is just countdown until you're broke again, bro. And that's how it works. Keep having a bunch of niggas around you because you got the bread. Watch when that bread goes away, how many of those niggas gonna stand around? None of them. Ain't not one person gonna be there trying to help you out and trying to rebuild nothing. The 2 times that I had money and the 2 times that went down, guess what happened? All them niggas that I was taking out to lunch and buying shit and doing all that, all them niggas ghosted. Gone. When the money wasn't there no more and I was struggling. Where were they at? My phone wasn't ringing. Hell no. But you know what was ringing? My phone every Friday, Saturday. Yo, what we doing? Where we going? What's the plans for this weekend? What's the move? That's the milk calls I was getting. When I was bad broke, and I was like, damn, man. Got fucked, man. They got it all. I ain't got shit. I got to rebuild. Damn, bro. And then little by little, they just started flying the fuck away. Until I was just here sitting like this, like, figure it out. And that's just what it is. That's just what it is. But man, enough of all that. This is just the beginning of the damn video. We already started. 33 seconds in, MGK. I'm just saying it's the truth.
Or how the poorest I felt was after the most I've earned. The biggest lie told us that no one should be concerned. There's gotta be another highway that don't lead.
The biggest lie I've ever heard is no one should be concerned.
The most I've earned. The biggest lie told us that no one should be concerned. There's gotta be another highway that don't lead to hell. A star to lead me through the darkest night like Christian Bale. I hid from God for more than 2.
Christian Bale, come on, stop talking about Back Dark Night. Stop playing. Why so serious, son? Ugh. It's fucking hard.
I felt was after the most I've earned. The biggest lie told us that no one should be concerned. There's gotta be another highway that don't lead to hell. A star to
highway to hell. There should be another highway that doesn't lead to hell. And there is. And that highway, you know what that highway is, MGK? No lie. That highway is your internal happiness. Not worrying about the materialistic, not worrying about the outside forces trying to change your mind or trying to get into your head. Those are the things that we need to start making disappear. We need to find that thing in us. And I think MGK is on that road, to be honest with you. And I don't know how long ago they wrote this, because this could be a mentality that MGK had years ago. Because God knows when they worked on this song together. But if this is a recent I've been seeing recent MGK. MGK's been in a different route right now mentally in his mental thing, but it still doesn't gonna take away from him talking about his past and the shit that he did feel before and things that he been through. Because I mean, MGK been through some shit, but. Man, go ahead, do that Christian Bale shit again.
Biggest lie told us that no one should be concerned. There's gotta be another highway that don't lead to hell.
Right.
The star to lead me through the darkest night like Christian Bale. I hid from God for more than 2 decades of life, and when I came back to the light, he didn't ask me if I'm Christian still. Just open.
I need some of them. I need some of my asthma shit back. You just let it all come out. Don't do that, man. That was fire, bro. That was hard. I love that. I lost my way for 2 years. God never asked me if I was Christian when I got back. Because he's not going to ask you, bro. God is here to lead us, to give us these opportunities. God throws things at us. All the time, bro. Example. Real quick story. We're going to finish it up quick. Don't worry about it. For example, I want to talk, like, I'm doing YouTube full time, right? I'm doing YouTube full time. I don't got medical, right? I'm sick right now. Now the bills are piling up. When you have no insurance, well, I have insurance. It's just we haven't met the deductible, so you got to pretty much pay everything out of pocket. So as the bills stacking up, I said, "Fuck." I was like, man, I don't know what's good. Like, this insurance is crazy. These insurance, the premium is crazy. Deductibles are nuts. My old insurance, man, if I would have my old insurance and my old job, that would be crazy. The next day, I get an email saying that somebody went to Indeed, looked at my resume in my old company and wanted to do an interview to get me a store manager position in my job. That happened the next day of me saying, fuck. I remember when I had my insurance, I had wonderful insurance where I hadn't paid nothing out of pocket and pretty much covered a lot of shit. It was like premium gold insurance. And I'm just telling you that to tell you that, like, you asked, he is going to give it to you. God will provide. But God is not going to give you 100% of everything. You got to meet him halfway. You got to do that footwork. You got to do the work of trying to get you good. Your mind, your triggers, your traumas, everything needs to be completely done. And it's not like you're gonna heal yourself and you're gonna forget that all that stuff happened. No, you just all that it is you're going to learn how to manage it better to live a sustainable life. You're never gonna get rid of what the fuck is wrong with you. I'm being 100 with you. That shit will never go away. It's there. We've spent years and years and years building this trauma in our head. Just completely building and making it strong. You think that it's just going to go away with a couple of sessions talking to somebody? Hell no. You got to do a lot more. You got to change your surroundings. You got to change your habits. You got to change your triggers. You got to do, or not change it. You have to learn how to control your triggers. You have to learn how to control your traumas. Know how to work with it. Know how to work within yourself. Learn how to appreciate yourself and learn how to love yourself. God is never going to give you 100% of what the fuck you need. He's going to be like, I'm going to meet you halfway. You got to do your work, because how are you going to build? How are you going to build yourself stronger? Sitting down God is not going to give you strength like that. You got to have the strength in you. The wherewithal to go and stand the fuck up and do what the fuck you got to do. You got to be the one willing to say, I'm done with this. I'm done with these traumas. I'm done with living this life of depression and sadness and hate, and I'm done with it. I need to change this shit, bro. I can't do this no more. I'm getting tired. Once you do that, you think God's not gonna hear that? You know what God's gonna say? They ready. They ready. And once you start working, guess what happens? You're gonna start getting all these blessings. And you're going to be exactly where you at. Just don't fuck it up. Keep pushing. Surround yourself with positivity. Leave that negativity for the kids and the YNs out there that want to act a fool and act stupid. Let them have all that bullshit. You want to get good or nah? That's the question you should ask yourself. Do I want to continue living a shitty, fucking life, or do I want to fix it? 2 questions. Your answer's gonna tell you what road you're taking. We're all responsible for every action that we have done. So why don't we start doing the good actions so we can receive some of these blessings, man? God is waiting. God is waiting to give these blessings out, man. He's got a whole bucket full of it. Y'all over here pussyfoot and not getting ready, though. He's over here waiting. He's about to drop them all on the world. Y'all ready? But if y'all not ready to receive these blessings, he's not going to give it to you. Because he's not going to mess up the blessing. He wants this blessing to work. He wants this blessing to stick. He wants to give this blessing to somebody that is willing to sacrifice all the crap and then be willing to go change everything to get better. He's waiting on you. No problem. And he'll drop it on you when you need it.
Or how the poorest I felt was after the most I've earned. The biggest lie told is that no one should.
Poorest I felt the most I earned, Ash earned, because he was talking about his daddy's ashes. I just caught that.
Gonna crash and burn, or how the poorest I felt was after the most I've earned. The biggest lie told is that no one should be concerned. There's gotta be another highway that don't lead to hell. A star to lead me through the darkest night like Christian Bale. I hid from God for more than 2 decades of life, and when I came back to the light, he didn't ask me if I'm Christian still. Just opened up his arms and embraced me like I'm his son. He raising all the archetypes of what people like me become.
Cause he knows, bro, he knows. He knows. Oh, that was my dog, man. He just got lost a little bit. That's fine. Come out back. He's always gonna accept you back in his home. Gonna open that door. He could come on in, man. I got you. But you, it's not one of those. I'm gonna be good. I promise I'm gonna be good. And then Monday you do the same shit. There's not one of these. I call them false prayers. On Sundays, when you go wild the fuck out the whole week, and then Sunday comes, and you be like, "Oh, I did this, that, and the third. Forgive me." And then you think you forgiven, and then you think your Monday is a clean slate. You can start over and do stupid shit. That's not how that works, bro. Are you willing to change or not? That's the question. Because if you're willing to change means what it means. It means changing things around you, changing your habits, changing the people that you hold company with, changing what's around you if it's for the negative. If you're around motherfuckers that all they want to do is fucking be in the streets and do stupid shit, guess what you're gonna get out of that? You're not gonna get no blessings. You ain't gonna get no fucking kudos on the back. Problems and drama, that's what you're gonna get. If you keep quiet, speak to God, you walk that line, you help others, you try to be as good person as you can every single day, and you fix you, and you focus on you, on worrying about you, it's gonna be so proud. You're gonna be surprised. You're gonna be like, "Oh my God, Ray was right." You're gonna say, "Oh my God, Uncle Ray was right. He didn't lie not once." But you know what the problem is? The change. It's gonna be scary. You think I don't like change, bro. I despise change, and I could admit it. I don't like change. If everything's the way it is, it's supposed to be the way it is, and I don't want it to be no other way. I hate it, but I understood. That's just my brain being comfortable. That's my brain trying to protect me, because my brain knows once I get out of my comfort zone, when I come out of my safe zone, then I feel safe. We don't know the unknown. The unknown is what scares the shit out of us. We don't know what's gonna happen. Once we try to make these changes and change things in our life, we keep on giving ourselves excuses. You know that, right? We all know that. We keep on giving ourselves stupid fucking excuses. Oh, I don't know what I'll do without this person. Or I don't know what I'll do if this person is not in my life no more. And I don't know what I'll do if I don't work for this company no more. I don't know what I'll do if I leave the neighborhood that I was raised in. I don't know what happened if this would happen. I don't know if and you continuing doing that, guess what you're doing? Knock, knock, who's there? Dumb nigga, you. You're not doing nothing. All you're doing is putting shit in your brain saying, holding you from changing. And I know I sound mean and you know, some people you have to be very warm with. No, you don't. No, some people you don't. Some people you don't. Because you know what happens with the people that you're warm with and don't change? You're going to have to change tactics. Because if you keep on doing the same shit over again, expecting different changes, that's the definition of crazy. So I'm not going to continue being on holding hands and picking nights and nah. No. Either you want to get good or nah. That's it. Because if it's you want to get good, you're gonna watch the blessings, bro. Them blessings are gonna be amazing. You're gonna be like, oh my God, thank you. And people, oh, you can't be talking about God and then cursing at the same time. God, me and God know. God knows me. I talk to him every day. Don't tell me how to talk to us. God is good with it. God told me. God said, you good, bro. Don't worry about it. Because this is how I communicate. And I don't curse at God. I'm cursing at you. So mind your neck. Anyway. Now my Father who art in heaven. I will be that name. Stop playing with him, bro. Either you want to change up or you want to continue on doing the same thing. The option will always be yours. Free will is a beautiful thing. The option is always going to be yours. But remember, every decision you make is going to push you further and further away from getting better. Every same decision you continue on making, I should say, is not going to help. We need to start changing things. We need to start changing routines, changing everything. It's the only way. Listen, brothers and sisters, I'm telling you right now, I lived in New York. I moved from New York to Florida to change. Then I lived in Tampa, and then I moved from Tampa to the boondocks in Florida, in the country, away from everybody to change. If I had a drug addiction because I was in the city and it was very available, I took myself out of the city. Not to be around it, that accessible. I had to make change. I worked for a company the people in it were openly giving drugs out. The people that worked in that location. Not a care in the world. I had to quit that job. Find another one because I had to change. I knew what was going to happen if I stood there. People just afraid of change. And I get you guys, man. I talk to you guys like this because I love you. If I didn't love you, I'll let the song play and I won't give a fuck. I'll keep all these gems to myself and I'll fix me and I'll say forget about everybody else. But that's not me. I've been through 41 years of bullshit, and I think I should be able to be on camera telling you guys all this information because there's some people out there that don't know it. I know you probably sitting out there saying, oh, I know all this, Ray. I know all this, Ray. All right, then this is not for you then. This is for the people that don't know it. For the people that need a little bit of guidance. God told me I'm supposed to be doing this because my stories are going to help others. That's what he's told me. That's what others has told me through emails and comments. So I'm doing what God told me to do. Long video or not. But we need to start making those changes to get better. It ain't just going to happen. So MGK said, he's like, once I found I've got, and with open arms, come in, I got you. That's because that's how it works. You got to repent. You got to really repent. You got to sit there and say, wow, I need you. I am done. I don't know what to do no more. I'm giving my life to the Lord right now. It's what do I do, God? Please. And then do it. It ain't easy. None of it is easy. Change ain't easy. Changing your mentality ain't easy. But you know how you build that habit that you didn't have before? That was easy though, right? That was easy to build that habit? Well, it takes what, 28 days to break a habit? You got 28 days. See what? Make changes from now to 28 days. Just little changes here and there to change your attitude. Listen to better music, more positive music. Stop being on social media looking at negative shit all the time. Change up what you watch. Just do those little things every single day in 28 days and then you tell me how you feel mentally. I dare you. I dare you. Or are you scared of change? You can't be scared.
Christian Bale, I hid from God for more than 2 decades of life. And when I came back to the light, he didn't ask me if I'm Christian still. Just opened up his arms and embraced me like I'm his son.
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, but the straw just slid And all the water came out. Hold on.
I came back to the light, he didn't ask me if I'm Christian still. Just opened up his arms and embraced me like I'm his son. Erasing all the archetypes of what people like me become. Since I was young, my personality split like serpent's tongue. But all the poison in my body still...
My personality split like serpent's tongue. Ah! That's a mask we putting on. It's personality changing up. That mask to be put on every single day to make sure that everybody knows that we're all right. Oh, no, I'm fine. I'm good. That's a strong mask. That mask took us a long time building, though. It's one of those strong titanium masks that nobody can take down. Making people think that you're fine, making people think that you're okay because you don't want to admit it to yourself that you're not fine and you're not okay, because that means that's admitting to yourself that you're not perfect, that you're not good, that you need help, you're not immortal, you're not this person that people think you are. You're actually human, and you actually go through shit, and your brain does go through things every day. It's not easy, man. Until this day, I'm still struggling and dealing with shit, man. But it's just, do we want to change? It's that real simple. Like, it's either you want to change or you want to keep on dwelling with it. And then if you want to keep on dwelling, and watch how many people start just like noticing that. People are going to start wondering. That mask eventually is going to fall away. And people are going to see. So it's better to be open about who you are and what you're going through. They try to hold everything inside, put this mask on, and block the world. But eventually the world's going to see that through that mask easily. So stop trying. We need to stop trying to fake it to make it. We need to stop trying, and we need to just do. All the time that we've wasted worrying about shit and just laying there and just staring at a wall and just more and more falling inside that dark hole. Now it's time to use that same exact time and do something about it, man. I want to see everybody win. I want to see everybody grow. I want to see everybody at 100% mentally, physically, everything. That's what I want. Because I want to be happy with everyone around me. I want, when I'm in a live stream, I want everyone in a live stream to be happy. I want that isn't that more fun? We spend all these fucking years mad and negative and screaming at each other and fighting each other and doing that. Why can't we just all get together and just hang out, be happy, and just laugh? And just do that. We can't. We can't. Something in us, it needs that drama, needs that bullshit. It's about breaking that cycle of needing that bullshit and accepting that you need to change. And change doesn't necessarily mean you're going to forget everything that happened. That will never go away. I said it in the beginning. It'll never go away. It's always going to stay with you. It's about managing it, working with it, and not letting it control you. You controlling it. You keeping it at bay. You knowing the tricks to keep it at bay. That's all that it is. Some cases, yes, medication is needed. But for a lot of cases, medication is not needed. You got to talk it out. You got to work it out within yourself. You got to work it out within your own head. Cut ties with people that you need to cut ties with. I cut ties with a lot. Blood and not. I've cut ties with a lot in order for me to get my mental right. Because I understood it. I understood what I needed to do. It hurt? Absolutely. But I understood why I needed to do it. So when it sucked back then, when I did it, it doesn't suck right now. I still feel it. I still feel the energy from those people, and I still feel, but I'm not letting it live in my head. I'm not letting it bother me. I'm not letting it control my attitude in my life. I'm taking it as a chapter of my story that is always going to be a part of this book. But it doesn't make the book. The covers are made for me. You understand what I'm saying? I made this book. I'm not going to let pages control me. I'm going to write them down, and I'm going to shut that motherfucker. You feel me? Go ahead.
People like me become since I was young. My personality split like serpent's tongue. But all the poison in my body still ain't make me numb. I lost a best friend and felt all that. Crying on his open cat.
All the poison in my body. The whole snake scheme is crazy. Poison in my body makes my Because it doesn't matter how much drugs I did. It didn't fucking numb anything. You know why? Because now we're chasing what we once thought it was the shit. That initial high, it's all we're chasing. We're never going to feel that initial high again. More and more we do it, more and more it's not going to affect the numbness. All we're doing is trying to cover the pain with that. And it never succeeds. You never cover it. It's always there. You know why? Because we keep on doing it. We keep on doing it. That's how we know it's always there. Because if it was gone, we won't need it. We'll feel good without it. That whole snake scheme was fire.
The poison in my body still ain't make me numb. I lost a best friend and felt all that. Crying on his open casket while I knelt on that. I had a best man picked out for my wedding, but instead of getting married, I carried guilt and left all that. A vagabond that broke a...
See, and that's that. And that's what it is. It's like there's certain situations. I say this is the dramatic turn in everybody's life when it looks like a domino effect that everything just goes boom, 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 and anything negative and bad that you could imagine and think that could happen happens, and that's the test. That's right there your initiation to. Is this going to break him, or is this going to make him stronger? When it's back to back to back to back to back to back. That, I believe, is where people need to start. That's rock bottom. That's it. That's when it's just like everything is all going straight down and there's a spiral effect and we're all going down with it. That's when you have to make that. That's your time frame. That's it. Time's up. Make a decision. Are you going to change or not? That's it. Once you make the decision, either I'm going to keep on doing the same bullshit, then we lost you forever. Because it's really hard to get back from that. Only a few people I've known that have done it. Or you're going to make that decision to go take that other turn in the fork in the road and say, it's time to change some stuff. You can't change, losing loved ones and everything like that. But all of that on top of everything else that you're going through can really bring a person down to their knees and give up. And it's hard because in that decision, when you're in the midst of it, you know what you need to do, but your anger and your grief and everything is telling you to do the opposite and just wild out because you don't want this no more. It hurts too bad, or you don't want it no more. And it's a sucky situation. It's a bad mindset to be in. But a lot of people in our shoes, we always meet that moment. We always see that moment. Maybe not now, but later. It will come with all the bad decisions that we make. It will come, and that's when that's our time frame. That's it. This is when we need to make that decision. What are we going to do? Are we going to continue on making the bad decisions, or are we going to let's try to do something new? Let's try to do something different. Because it's our last chance. It's our last opportunity to do this shit. In this life thing, to give this life thing a chance.
Picked out for my wedding, but instead of getting married, I carried guilt and left all that. A vagabond that broke a bond for Boca Raton, who all along regretted he never kept all that. I left everything.
A vagabond from Boca Raton. That whole wordplay was crazy. Hold on.
Never kept all that. I left everything behind, but this engagement ring and a frozen heart. I'm standing in the fire to melt all that. Yeah.
He's in Anna's living room. He's in Anna. He's like, say it again, man. Say it again.
Vagabond that broke a bond for Boca Raton, who all along regretted he never kept all that. I left everything behind, but this engagement ring and a frozen heart. I'm standing in the fire to melt all that.
I left everything behind except an engagement ring and a frozen heart. And he's in the middle of the fire melting that shit, bro. Where's Megan at? Megan! What's going on, bro? I love this. I
left everything behind, but this engagement ring and a frozen heart. I'm standing in the fire to melt all that.
Right.
Yeah.
But it could mean two things though, because he's like, I'm standing in the fire so I can melt all that, melt the ring and the frozen heart. Like that's your last chapter. And now this is your new chapter. Now because book analogy is always the best. Because at the end of one chapter, it brings a whole side of a story in the next one. So when you hear that, it's just like more of a, what does MGK have now? What do we have to look forward to in MGK now? And what I've seen lately from everything that he's dropped and everything that he's been like recording and saying, though, he's in a good space and a good spot right now mentally. So I don't need to know any of his I don't like looking into people's like personal shit like that. I let the music tell me what's going on. But all I know is I see his smile now. In like his videos, his smile is different. When I do the behind the scenes and I see the behind the scenes stuff, I can see his energy is different than it was before. So he's in a good spot right now. So I'm always praying for MGK. I'm always on MGK's. Like I'm team EST, bro. Dead ass. I want this man to do so good and just to be. He's already part of history in this hip hop and this music shit. He's already part of it. I just want to see his growth more and more and more as years go by. He's a dope artist. He's a dope individual. Amazing story that he has, bro. MGK is dope. Please go follow him if you haven't. Please go follow him.
All that, yeah.
Indulged. Everything I care about in love. Burning up. Nothing left of who I thought I was. I was. I was.
Last show, need to take a breath and calm down. Try to regulate, don't know how. Wasn't taught that in my house. Kids on my own, I step back. Look at those smiles and feel sad. Hope they don't wind up like that. Stuck in this loop like I am. I called you, never heard back. After everything we've been through, the good and the bad, you bout to throw it all away and overreact. Because I overreacted, karma, I guess. My temper gets the best of me, a part of me that I wish I knew how to get rid of. It's the issue I had. My MO, say I need you and I love you to death, then turn around and go and treat you like you nothing but trash. I know I messed that part up with. I know.
Yo, NF is different, bro. NF is different. Hold on, we're gonna have to go back a bit, man. I'm gonna have to start that from the jump with NF. NF is just in another level.
I was.
The production on this is crazy. That's nuts.
I was.
Last show, need to take a breath and calm down. Try to regulate, don't know how. Wasn't taught that in my house. Kids on my
Need to regulate. I don't know how. I was never shown that in my house. You know NF story. We already know NF story. So that's why it's very important. It's very, especially, I see it with the males. Like having that father figure in there, that father that's gonna be there consistently with you, whether you like it or not, to tell you the ins and outs of this life shit, how to be a man, how to move right, and how to do everything. And the one thing that we was never taught in my generation growing up, and a lot of people's generation growing up, is never taught how to regulate our fucking feelings. That was never taught to us. We didn't know we felt something. Is just either you put it all the way deep inside you and forget about it, or you're screwed. Don't even worry about it, because you're gonna ruin your whole life worrying about your feelings. That's how we were thought. We were never taught how to regulate when we feel something to talk to somebody about it. That never existed. If we felt sad, we couldn't cry about it. If we felt mad, we gotta be careful. We can't show that we mad because we don't want to get our ass whooped. If we were worried, scared, or whatever the case was, it was always a problem. It was always like our feelings every time we showed it. It was like an issue. Not knowing that if our parents understood, hey, we're humans, the same thing you guys feel, we feel. But then we sit down, we have to think about, look at our parents and look at how they were raised. We don't think about that at the moment as a child, obviously, but as a grown up, you grow and understand, like, how were their parents with us? We're with them. How was our grandparents with our parents? Did they let them express themselves, their feelings and everything like that? Everything, most of it is learned. It's a learned habit. So then now we grow up, or this generation, we grow up in a generation of feelings. In a generation of a whole bunch of people having these hearts and having these feelings, and oh my God, I don't say this because it's gonna trigger me, and that, and we have all this now, and now our generation don't know how to act. And we're just like, what? And then it makes us seem heartless, but we're not. We understand. We get. We compromise. We like to. That's why I'm saying our generation is a strong generation, and we have to follow that down. We have to follow that with taking our kids and showing our kids that, hey, you can feel, but at the same time, don't let your feelings take over your common sense. Those are two different things in life. When you deal with your feelings, and we deal with with common sense in your brain. Those are two, because your feelings are going to tell you whatever the fuck your feelings are going to tell you. But don't lean on your feelings like that. Because then all common sense goes out the window when you start thinking everything through feeling. You got to use your brain. And our job is just to show our kids how to regulate that. That's all. Show them how to regulate those feelings. When it's time to talk about your feelings, when it's time to use your common sense to make something happen or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? It's very hard to go around this world thinking you're by yourself. It's difficult. That's why feelings are necessary to be spoken to. That's why in my house, what we did when the kids were younger, we used to do this a lot, and we used to like sit them down every Friday, and we used to have Friday family night. And it's like, we'll play games, we'll talk about the week, no phones, no tablets, no TV on, a little bit of music in the background, because music is always playing in my house. So that's it. That's it. And just that time, just knowing, seeing their mannerisms, seeing how they act, seeing, how they feel and how their heart is and shit like that, you get a good understanding of who this person's going to be when they get older. And it's just about regulating and adjusting as they get older. Now, when they get old enough, we did what we can. Let's see what you got. It's on you. And hopefully they'll know how to regulate that. Regulating your feelings, very important, bro. Very important.
They don't know how. Wasn't taught that in my house. Kids on my own, I step back. Look at those smiles and feel sad. Hope they don't wind up like that. Stuck.
Big worry right there, bro. Oh my God. As a father, bro, man, trust me. I'm so worried. Like I see my kids, and in my mind, I'm just like, I really hope they don't get what I got. I really hope that I didn't do the damage to them where the cycle will continue. Because it's about breaking cycles. It's about breaking what we were raised upon and stuff like that, and make sure that we're there for our kids emotionally and there physically, like they're in the house every day with them, talking to them, eating dinner with them, showing them what a household is supposed to look like, what respect is supposed to look like, leading them into being the best human they could possibly be when they get out of the house. I don't want to let my son come out of that house, or my daughter come out of that house unprotected. And in order for me to feel comfortable with them leaving my home, I have to make sure that mentally they are prepared to what the fuck this world got coming to them. Because they are not exempt, just like none of us are exempt to this fucking crazy world. We need to make sure that we regulate them good enough where when they leave, that we're going to worry because they're our kids, so no matter what, we're going to worry. But we are going to be positively sure that if they do run into any type of situation, the last thing they're gonna do is call us. The first thing they're gonna do is gonna try to figure it the fuck out, because that we try to raise our kids to use your brain. Like, I'll ask my son questions sometimes. I'm like, don't look it up on your phone right now. Put it down and I'll ask you a question and give me your answer. Just to give him a dialogue, just to get the dialogue going of just talking, and just getting used to being on the spot and getting used to that. Like you have to look. Like, I want my kids to succeed. Sometimes probably to them it seems like it's overbearing and I'm overprotected and stuff like that. It may seem like that sometimes, but it's just I care about them so much, and I've seen what this world could do to people. When you're seeing it, it's scary as fuck, and it scares me because I know how big my kids' hearts are, and I know that unfortunately there will be people that will take advantage of them. I don't want it to happen, but then it'll be stupid of me to think that it's not going to. Because I know how big their hearts are. And it's just about preparing them to know how to control and not let their emotions take over when the world fucks them over. That's our job. We did our... and that's the thing. We're never going to know if we did our jobs right or not. I mean, we'll know we did a good job or not. But it'll never feel like we've done enough. We don't want to mess up our kids. We don't try to. And it's just breaking that cycle of anger and hate and just all that needs to stop. We are the ones it's our job to break that cycle. If not, our kids are going to continue with it. And then especially with this generation that we have now that it's so about feelings, and they're so like just privileged and everything, and then you add on top of that everything. Like, no. We have to make sure that we teach our kids how to regulate that and help them in every fucking thing possible that we can. But always understand that we do have to let them learn on their own, make them make their own decisions. And if you fuck up, you have to learn how to deal with those consequences. If that's what life is going to do, the consequences are going to hit everybody. You're not exempt from it. So I gotta stop talking.
Those smiles and feel sad. Hope they don't wind up like that. Stuck in this loop like I am. I called you, never heard back.
Stuck in this loop like I heard that whole thing was fire, bro. I don't want them to get stuck in this loop. This over and over, this loop that we keep on in our brains fighting each other every single day. Man, it sucks. It's tiring. It is, guys. It is fucking tiring. But we got this, man. I know we got this. Man. Together we could do it. As a community, as a whole, leaning on each other when we need it. We could do it. I know we can.
After everything we've been through, the good and the bad, you about to throw it all away and overreact because I overreacted. Karma, I guess, my temper gets the best of me.
I'm gonna throw it away because I overreact. Because you overreacted because I overreacted. So I guess it's karma. I guess that's fire, bro.
Overreact because I overreacted. Karma, I guess, my temper gets the best of me, a part of me that I wish I knew how to get rid of. It's the issue I had. My MO say I need you and I love you to death, then turn around and go and treat you like you nothing but trash. I know I messed that part up with. I know.
I love this.
I know.
Oh my God, I love this song.
Sometimes I lash out. Need to take a breath and calm down. Try to regulate, don't know how. Wasn't taught that in my house. Kids on my own, I step back. Look at those smiles and feel sad. Hope they don't wind up like that. Stuck in this loop like I am.
Listen. This song is going to be on repeat. I need to let my wife and anybody in the house, because this song, it just everything about it is so relatable. I've had issues with my dad, and I've had his cycle continued over with me, and when there's a friction between me and him. And the day that I was able to sit with my dad and let him know everything, how I've been feeling the last 30 years, and all the drama and all the shit that we've been through, me and him. We screamed at each other. We face to face. We almost fought each other when I just told him everything. But we were able to continue having a relationship despite that day. That was just ripping the Band-Aid off of what needed to happen. Once that Band-Aid ripped, our relationship he knew where I stood, understood where he stood. And now we are able to work forward. It's always going to be some type of a friction in there, but now I believe that me and him know where each other stands. I believe that me and him are in a different level relationship-wise. So I've been able to unload that off my shoulder that I've been holding for 30 years. So that's it is a great fucking song. It is a great song. Please go show love to Adnan. Go show love to MGK. It's 50 minutes, so I apologize for the long video. But you know, when I get into my bag, I get into my bag. I love you guys. I'm gonna talk to you guys later. You have a great night. And remember, love each other. Spend time with the kids. Put the phones down. And let's change. I love you guys. I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Peace.